What's up, everybody? This is Automatic Jack. Surprise, we have Cor'bax. I am just getting my ass whipped with Raldoron. As a commenter pointed out, I mean, it's the play. Like, it's not the deck, it's not the faction. I am not fully versed on how to use them effectively. So I'm gonna see if I can climb up a little bit with Cor'bax. I would like to see the polluted skies of Terra once more. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can't. I'm just getting tooled on by a lot of the cards that I'm facing. So, do we unspoiled land again? Yeah. Get a deceit out of it. Okay. No problem. No problem. Don't hate it. Today's games are sponsored. Well, not sponsored. Not legally sponsored. Corporate lawyers, please do not accuse me. By a certain Mexican beer that I cannot show you the label of. We'll say it is highly especial. Don't want to just throw a Plague Bearer. I don't think throwing a Plague Bearer flat is much of a deal. Unfortunately, we have drawn not phenomenally as far as getting our early game cards. Like, we were looking for Warp Rift, Rotfly, Chaos Fury, Demonettes. Any of those, I think we have 2 of all of them except for Warp Rift. So, looking for those if possible to try to establish some board presence and have a kill ready. Now that is an attractive target. Yeah, that is a very attractive target. So we'll get the Plague Bearer up, just counterattack that right off. And we're a little low on health, so we'll leave it for Cor'bax to heal. It is dark, and I don't feel like getting up and turning on the light. You will have to just see less of Jack than usual. Although my hair is newly cut, should not be sticking up wildly on the back. Has his hold at all costs. Very nice. It's a big draw right there. What will he play with his newly replenished hand and his 5 energy? We got options here. We're not in bad shape. If we need big front line, we got it. If we need little front line and some direct damage, we got that. If there's no threat at all, which seems unlikely, but if there's no threat at all, then we'll just toss out some demon brutes. We have some options. I like the demon brutes artwork, although it took me a long time to figure out that thing, like in the upper right of the card, is his other arm. It sort of looks like he has one teeny tiny arm sticking out the side of his head. I don't know, the card art baffles me on this one a little bit. Not that it's bad art, it's just that I'm not smart enough to interpret it correctly. Okay, he gets the Cacophony Commander. Terrible. Hate that card. Can't stand it. Yeah, Cacophony Commander is pretty obnoxious. But I think we have answers here. I think Fallen and the Rot Swarm is a good enough answer that we basically force him to use it to attack. I mean, he doesn't absolutely have to. He probably has answers for this. There's the tank that he can potentially use to do 3 damage Erewhon. There are options. He could theoretically Perfection's Flight, but that seems like a major waste for a 3-cost front line. There are options he has, but with good luck, he slams this in here, assumes that it will stick and not be attacked, and then we can seek it. That's the hope. This guy is quite good and belongs to a very, very good lodge, so probably is going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. I was really thinking about it. Time moves slowly in Finland. He's pondering. He has an orb and he's pondering it. Interesting. Is he going to double it for me? No, he's getting that. Okay, he's getting it that way. Interesting. Perfect. Still good. Puts us within range. Gets us another Rotfly. That's perfectly acceptable. Perfectly acceptable. Now, it would be really nice if we could play another card along with that. Unfortunately, you know, wish in one hand, and we won't talk about what we do with the other because this is a family stream. I don't think we mutate the Rotfly here. I think we just keep up the pressure. Okay, we're running about half a card behind. Pretty close. We've got Deceit if he puts out something massive. We're queued up for an Ula. He's already used one of his anti-stealths. So if he does, unless he's holding another Informant Network there, he might come to regret that when Ula comes out. Ula is a pretty nasty card. Ula is, especially if you can get a ward on him, he is a monster. If you can get a ward on him, he is just incredibly deadly. I mean, that 4 damage for 1 energy out of a stealth troop, like that's a oh my god, cat. You're just, get off my desk, buddy. Get off my desk. Jesus. Okay, gains up some energy. What's he got? What's he got to play here? Speeder uses the, okay, well that gets him the 5 damage, but let's see. Seek here. Face there. And we'll get a Demon Brutes on the board. I would consider doing the front line, but I think the Demon Brutes is probably better because it provides a little more threat. I mean, we see it's a bigger body with the 7 health. And I swear to God, you are absolutely killing me here. It's a little bit bigger, and it has that threat of, you know, will he mutate it more? Will he continue to push? Fel Reaver's better when you have sort of a board to begin with. Like Fel Reaver would be at 1 HP right now. Now at least he's out of range. So he has to use both. Yeah, he has to use both of his longs to kill 1 Demon Brutes, which is not good. That's not a great trade. And yeah, he hits us for 2, but then we heal him 1. All right, now we can just Demon Brutes and Chaos Fury. We'll take the Unstoppable in case some front... No, we'll just take the damage because we have the War Masters. Yeah, we'll go for straight damage here. Alright, so the question is, can we bait him into some stealth removal with this? If he uses an Informant Network or something to get rid of stealth on this thing, then he is doomed. He is Ula doomed. Ula is going to come out and wreck shop. Ula is also pretty fit. Like, Ula looks like he has been hitting the demon gym. Look at those tries. Oh, he uses the other Informant Network. Wow. Wow. Look at all that. Okay. Not sure that is going to work out in his favor unless he has even more anti-stealth hidden. I think we just Ula and we mutate it. Yep, we'll take Survivor. Yep. Alright, that's pretty reasonable. That's pretty reasonable. So remember, active abilities do not break stealth. So Ula can sit out, and every single turn for 1 energy he can pump out 4 damage. He is kicking himself right now for having used that 2nd Informant Network. Okay, he gets the Blessing of Chaos off. That's good. That's good. He can steal life with this, but he is still going to get bursted down by some Ula action, some hot Ula action. We'll get the Fel Reaver. And we'll get the Ula. And we will see. Despite the fact that he just used his Whispers, he's only 2 health up on us. It's a little close. We have a very threatening troop here that he might not be able to do anything about. We still have hard removal. I'm cautiously optimistic. It could be the beer. Perfect. Absolutely love it. Steal all the life you want, buddy. Yeah, he can steal his life, but we're gonna steal that immediately. Hammer of Justice comes right off the board. And we'll Path of Blood mutate this. Gain it +3 +0. Get our mutate back. Drop him down by 8. Then, I mean, I think we drop him down by another 8, or do we just... Yeah, well, we do, because we don't have the energy, so yeah, I think we're... I mean, he can steal 3 lives, so he can be back at 8 life. We'll be at 11. And even with his finisher, that's not quite enough to get there, and 11 is not enough to save him. And this has Survivor 2. So, he will be dead if this remains on the board. And he doesn't have a means of getting rid of it. Okay, so he steals life over there. You know, that's garbage. That thing only had 2 life. He should not heal for 3. You cannot steal 3 life from something that has 2 life. I don't care if you were a big blue snake man. Pilgrim, you already gave me the satisfaction. Thank you, buddy. Okay. Let's take a look at our daily missions. Absolute nonsense and 1 ticket. Yeah, Cor'bax, my man. I gotta stick to the pure joy that is Cor'bax Utterblight. Are we? Is this Kroger or Forex? Forex. Forex and his siege barricades. Yikes. Not sure that's very good. Maybe we keep the Chosen. No, I think we'll just mulligan around Plague Bearer and try to set up a good combo early. This is okay. This is okay. We have a lot of cards in here that we can play early on. The Fallen comes in so useful. And his making barricades is not going to do him as much good as he thinks it will. Like, his making barricades might feed the Plague Bearer. We can kill 1 with Cor'bax's face and the counterattack. Yeah, okay. So here's 1 barricade dies right now. Yeah, 1 barricade dies, we get a mutation. And for 2 turns and 4 energy, he managed to create a 1/3 barricade and give us a mutation. That's not ideal. Okay, he hits that, so he's got something. I was going to say, he's got something that he can do. Okay. Rot flies, show me rot flies. No rot flies. Okay, no problem. We'll just take a Fallen. Do we mutate the Fallen right off the bat? I don't think we do. I think we hold on to the mutation for a slightly better target. He does have the ability to precision bombardment. But that's okay, because we can put up something even better. I think we just give it Ward. Ward or Survivor? Maybe Survivor, actually. So I think the chance that he has more targeted removal at 6 energy, even if he does, if he uses hard removal on this, and we have 2 Gittlejaws in the hand, I think the opportunity to drop some Gittlejaw bombs on him is going to be more than worth it. Okay, so he gets a 30 heavieth, 3 damage to a random troop. It's okay. It's not great. We can Fallen and mutate it up. I don't hate that. Yeah, let's Fallen and mutate it up. Bad mutations. Yeah, bad choices there. Don't love our choices there, but it is what it is. That's the thing about Mutate. It's still better than Demon Host. Mutate is at least significantly less random. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Maybe should have gone for the using the power and been able to do it twice. I don't know. I don't know. let's see what we get here. We'll kill one of these for sure. Oh, swing and a miss. Yeah, we do not get lucky with the poison there. But we'll take the unspoiled land and just tap there. Okay. Get an extra fury. Always love an extra fury. These things have a ton of utility for 3 energy. I mean, that can be potentially a killer. It can be a poisoner. It can be just sit there and take 1 damage at a time. Okay, so it goes heavy on siege. It's okay. I think maybe both Furies and the Warp Rift and give him a lot to think about. Alternatively, the Fury and the Fell Reaver is pretty decent. Yeah, maybe it's, well, let's see, actually. Let's throw out a poison and see if we get lucky. If we don't get lucky. Alright, so we'll just go with both Furies. Already has Unstoppable, so that's not gonna do it for us. But actually, the +1 attack is pretty useful. Pretty useful, I think. We'll go ahead and break that down. It would have been nice if we had gotten like the Bloodthirst or something. Theoretically, could have taken Cleave, but Cleave doesn't, in this case, do it quite as much for us. Okay, can. Still not sure this is great. Barricade spam, yes. We don't have a ton of AoE, that's true. We don't have a ton of AoE. But we can just poison up all 3 of these and draw up a... Well, actually, you know what? Here, let's give him things to think about. Not the 1/1. Yes. So we can keep making barricades, but we can keep taking them down pretty quick. And if we end up with, you know, rotflies and stuff like that, we can take them down even quicker. And he's filling up his board with 1 attack, can attack troops. And... yeah, it's merely okay. We defeat this. And I think we mutate here. Yeah, we'll take Cleave. Cleave is good on front line, kills his troops. Break down a barricade again. I mean, we're kind of playing the Iron Warriors game here. We're slowly chipping him away. And like, the barricade ability is only so-so. Like, there are definitely weaknesses. Now that's a frightening troop. That's definitely a troop that we don't love seeing. But we have an answer, and that answer is oh, wow, look at that. Oh, wow, 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Do we dare 1 more, or do we just fury up? I think we go this direction. We do this, and let's see. Ah, crap. We really wanted Ward. Ward would have been glorious, glorious Ward. Okay. Yeah, Ward would have been a really strong answer there. I think if we had got Ward on that, it would have been an auto win at that point. He likely has surrendered here. I will try to remember to cut this out when we get to the editing phase, but no promises. He is a bad sport about it and decides to rage quit, unfortunately. Probably rage quit. No offense, you know, if he genuinely had a disconnect. Hey, it happens to us all, right? All right, game number 3. What does our boy Cor'bax have in store for him? Cor'bax, like I am, is fueled by Mexican beer. That is not the reason he looks unhealthy. I would never cast Dispersions. I'm a big fan of Mexico. He's so happy because he has been pounding delicious Mexican beer. Icona Sherokin, I think. Is that right? Yep. Okay, keeping the Rot Swarm. Probably drop the Fell Reaver, drop the Gittlejaw. Too slow. Kind of iffy on the Demon Brutes. Is good, but we'll again build around an early game. 2 Rot Swarms is not great. I'm not thrilled about 2 Rot Swarms.
It gives me no pleasure to do this.
Well, alright. Unspoiled land here to start with. Oh, when we draw Path of Blood, garbage. That's not good. I mean, Path of Blood is good. Path of Blood is very good. But it is not what we were hoping to see. Demon Brutes would have been much better. That would have been much, much better. I think Sacrificial Rot Swarm is the answer here. And we will hit him. My policy is to hit him when you're above 30 HP no matter what. Because we also gotta worry about the possibility of this. God dang. Alright, Raven's Talons right off the bat. That's unfortunate. And we still do not have a good option here. We do have Path of Blood, which is not bad. We could make it a 2-3 and keep it on the board. Don't hate that. I mean, the question is it better to just do 3 more damage to his face and lose it? I think it's better to try to keep it on the board, because it gives him the opportunity to make mistakes. You know, don't deny your enemy opportunity to make mistakes. Okay, so his next troop comes out with flank, which is a little frightening. Let's give him something big to flank into. Let's give him something really big to flank into. Sherokin makes a very strange noise when he attacks. He goes, well, I'd had flank to begin with, buddy. Chosen is a decent option. Mostly because we don't have a ton of other stuff to do. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes. Yes. Actually, we'll keep on pushing with the aggression. Because really every time we do this, unless there's a wounded troop on the board, it's guaranteed. Yes. Okay, not bad. Not bad. He has to hide. We're gonna see if we can make this bigger. Yes, we can. Yeah, I think Survivor 4 is acceptable. Make it a 6/6 again with Ward and Survivor 4. He can't target it with his ability, and now it is big and potentially much scarier. Does he have something to try to flank it off with? No. He is stealth. Okay. Okay, but we have options as well. For one thing, we can poison him. Make it unstoppable and bigger. Make it much bigger. And do we make it even bigger? We got 9 cards in hand. We can live with this for right now. Yeah, we'll make it even bigger. We'll get greedy. Poisonous and 2 health? Or Survivor 2 again? What's he on, Survivor 4? 4 Survivor. Love it. Alright, now he has a 10-8 Poisonous Unstoppable Survivor 6 ward to deal with. That might be a challenge. That might be a challenge. We really, really badly need the opportunity to do something with do something with our Demon Chosen here. Like, our Demon Chosen is enormous, but making it more enormous at this point probably doesn't help us as long as he can hide from it. He's gonna have to come out and play at some point. Do you hear me? You're gonna have to come out and play. Would be nice to have terror. Would really be nice to have terror. I think we'll look for terror. We don't see terror. We do get Cleave 2 though. And Cleave 2 is very good. So Cleave 2 is going to be good. Okay, I'm going to get some extra Rot Flies to work with. Hurt us there, but he can't kill us. Definitely take the front line. And I mean, Path of Blooding that is actually pretty acceptable, but I think we don't really need the extra. We're just going to do the extra point, so he's almost certainly going to stealth here. I would be shocked if he did not stealth. I would be shocked if he did not stealth. This really shows you the power of Demon Chosen. That card becomes the same. Alright, we're going to Command Bridge for our removal this time, if we don't draw. Yeah, okay, we've drawn so many of our tactics here. Yeah, we get the Deceit. There's the Command Bridge for removal. I'm very surprised he did not stealth. Very, very, very surprised.
I was ordered to keep living.
Alright, thanks to Demon Chosen. That gets ward on the first turn, and man, that thing becomes a monster. Look at that. 3 games with Cor'bax. 3 games. And we go from low Mars. Was it 3 games? 4 games? 3 games with Cor'bax. Yeah, you can see Raldoron defeat. There's a lot of Raldoron defeat in there. And an Ingathel victory. Yep. But Corbs is just my man. I gotta stick to what I love. Oh, here's Raldoron. Okay, let's see a good player play Raldoron. Yes, this guy is a good player. By my standards, this guy is a very good player. We'll mulligan out Plague Ridden. In fact, Plague Ridden, I will say, I'm not sure. If there's something to replace in the deck, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think Plague Ridden is maybe one of the cards that I would look at potentially getting rid of.
This reality makes me hungry.
It is by our sacrifice that humanity is strengthened.
Just for clarity's sake, Harry. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that before he can start dropping drop pods everywhere. We'll do it with the Rot Swarm to get extra Rot Flies up. They're not always expecting that. They're not always like, oh, gee, I can put this down and it's going to be pretty safe. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. The real question is, does this get poisoned if I hit the drop pod with it? And I think the answer is no. Yeah, I think the answer is no, it does not. Let's find out. Yeah, it does not. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. We'll break the drop pod there. We'll get a fallen up for that to bash into. And we'll start. Keep on bashing them down. Okay, well that's good to know. So the correct answer there would have definitely been Cor'bax into the drop pod, and then one of the rot flies onto that to poison it. Live and learn. I am not familiar enough with the mechanic. Apply poison to troops damaged in combat. Okay. Heirloom Veterans comes out. Very good. Very good. Very good option. Interesting choice. I think that was a mistake. To trade that Matador squad, he could have just gone for my face. I mean, yeah, he would have lost it next turn, but it would have been 4 more face damage. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take the 3. We'll keep bashing. The only thing this deck really suffers in is draw. We're very, very, very difficult to draw with. Now, we can create, but we can't draw. Our only draw is unspoiled land. And it's not very good unless you get demons with it. Now, all of our troops obviously are demons, but it's still not great. Here's where the Plague Ridden comes in really handy. Plague Ridden, crack the drop pod, trade off, and create our troop again for us. So, gives us a card and gives us a big body for him to deal with. He can spear this, but spearing a common 5/5 or a common 5 cost, there's scarier stuff in the deck. Demon Chosen that doesn't get ward, and Elatil that doesn't get ward, Ula if he can unstealth it. There's a lot of better spear targets in there. Okay, I mean, stunning a demon is that's good. That's good. Bane of Demons is very handy against Ruinstorm, certainly. Does take an extra 4 to the face. And blows one of his stealth removals on it. Okay. Taking a 5/3 again. That's a very good mutation. These little 2/3s. Like a 5/3 for 3 with stealth and unstoppable is a powerful troop. The fact that they can, like, these guys play like, I think stealth troops are really, would really like to play. Like, they can just leap out of hiding and... Okay, interesting. He goes for that. That's alright. We can remove that with our face. Get a mutation while we do it. Cool, maybe play the... do that. And then probably play the other Fury or the Command Bridge. I think the Command Bridge, because we're going to look for removal at this point. A Sanguinary Guard comes out. I don't want to be caught sitting here with no way to get rid of it. Might mutate a Gittlejaw next turn if we don't have to defeat something. Try to look for ward on it. If we do end up picking up ward on it, then he's in terrible trouble. I mean, he's already in not great shape here. He's at half a card behind and no board and less health. So we're, by conventional metrics, we're winning this game. He does, okay, so now he does have more health. He's brought himself back up to health parity. Used one of his big wide removals though. I don't know. Okay, we do not get the ward. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We're actually going to take Cleave here rather than Poisonous, because health, it already has 9 health. Like 11 health versus 9 health, there's no difference. Or not significant enough difference, I don't think. I mean, yes, he could hit it in the face and then Sanguinary Guard it, but that's so much. That's so much. Okay, Deceit comes out here for sure. Deceit comes out here for sure. Yeah, because we don't want to deal with the 5/8. Even if we could crack the drop pod with the face, or with crack the drop pod with the cleave, I don't want to deal with hitting that thing. So that's a great target. And I think we'll stick another mutate on this guy and see if, oh man, still no, well, Survivor 2 is not terrible. That provides a lot of protection against Sanguinary Bear, because it will not be first strikeable anymore. First strike only triggers if it kills it all the way, not pops the Survivor.
Look out!
Yeah, alright. My theory that Cor'bax is the superior warlord is once again vindicated. Outstanding. Let's go, Cor'bax. Let's go. You guys can tell I'm significantly more confident with this deck. Corpse is a good warlord. And in this very heavy stealth meta, man, Cor'bax can do some work. We're about to test that theory against Modern here. Let's see how we do against Modern. Wow, what a hand. Strong start. Strong start. Lots of cards. That we can really, or not Modern, sorry, Sunstone.
Death to the false emperor.
Lots of cards that we can play right off the bat. Now, ordinarily, I would play the Warp Rift and go. But with Recon Claw on the board, Recon Claw is just too good. Recon Claw must be removed before it gets all kinds of utility for him. So he's only going to get one turn with it. And and so he gets 2 damage. Okay, 2 damage. Cares about 2 damage. Okay, Plague Bearer comes out. Hit this guy. That drops Sevatar. And now suddenly he's 1.5 cards behind. He's only 6 health up, where we started at the same health. So he's made a little health progress, but very early. And yeah, now he has to, once again, he knows that is just going to get poisoned. So yes, it can kill something. But, well, actually we could even theoretically just Fallen. Could just Fallen. Don't really hate that. I don't hate poisoning either, but I think maybe Fallen is even more utility here. Hell, we'll even mutate it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. Continue to put a little damage into Sevatar's face. Nasty, but there's other troops that could have worked better on. There's definitely other troops. Take the Demonettes, and we'll just seek this off. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. Back to card parity. Now pulling a little ahead, so he's definitely making a serious fight of this. We have a fairly weak hand right now. We do have a little bit of draw. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Don't hate Path of Blood. Definitely don't hate that. And Survivor 2 is very, very good. Yeah, that Survivor 2 is quite good. Can't do the Warp Rift right off the bat, but maybe Chaos Fury. It's really either Unspoiled Land and I poison, or we kill this directly. Yeah, I think we just kill that directly. And then we'll take +3/+1 here. That's a more serious problem, but fortunately for us, we've got a ready-made answer right there in our hard removal. Suddenly he's not feeling quite as good. Does have, the ability to kill the Demonettes with his face. That's significantly more of a problem. That's significantly more of a problem. That's going to be difficult for us to deal with without taking a poop ton of damage, unfortunately. Probably Unspoiled Land for the draw. We do draw up a beautiful Fell Reaver that comes clutch out of nowhere. And we'll break him down to 7 there. And now, I mean, his guy is poisoned. Like, this is supposed to be a snowball. You know, yes, it can tear off our guy, but he is running a little low on time. Like, he is running a little bit low. That's good. That is a good answer. And he might just have us here. He might just have us. Yeah, I think he is capable of getting through. We can't Shack, or we can't spear Shack. If we could spear Shack, it would be a different story. But so I think we're in pretty bad trouble here. Chosen, yes. And the Rot Swarm, I guess. We don't want to let the Shek get even bigger. So we'll just poison up. Yeah, we really don't want the Shek to just get even bigger here. God, this Dramos is such a good card. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move. All right, then he has us from there.
You're good.
Yeah, that was a very good game. All right, so there's Cor'bax. 5 games with Cor'bax brought us into Terra. 80% win rate in High Mars. Cor'bax is my man. Love playing with him. He's a great warlord. Let's buy ourselves 1 Malkador crate, which is how I think it. And we get gems and an Imperial Fists tank. Okay, well, Vanquish Whirlwind is a good card, but I don't really play Imperial Fists at all. So, guys, that was the video. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked the little shift over to my boy here and his Ruinstorm homies. I will be back with more videos. Again, please check out the Warp Chatter podcast. Yours truly will be featured on next week's episode where we talk about the Word Bearers with Axel J. Manning and Scuff D. I will try to put a link down there in the description to Warp Chatter. I would love it if you guys check out the podcast, not only just, you know, to hear me give my uneducated opinions about the Word Bearers, but also because they're great guys. They make a really outstanding, entertaining show. And everything we can do to support Horus Heresy Legions and the great community around it is good for us, good for the game, good for everyone. All right, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.